I'm Dylan Black. Hello, it's Daytime Ottawa. Welcome. You know what? We're about to put some fresh flavors on the table. Joining us right now, she probably doesn't need an introduction, but we'll give her one anyway with all of her titles. She's the host of Paula Roy's Favorite Foods on Rogers TV, food editor, Ottawa at Home magazine, food blogger at Constantly Cooking, creative cook Paula Roy. Woo! I'm always out of breath when I introduce you.
Oh, well, I'm out of breath just to see you.
Oh,
so
come
there
on.
you go.
Come on. Well, that's lovely. Thanks. So how have you been?
Great. Busy in the kitchen, as always.
Good to be busy in the kitchen. Fresh flavors, I mean, any time of year, but I mean, I'd say this time of year, good weather.
Absolutely, and I think we crave things that are maybe lighter and brighter. Winter is all about heavy, slow-roasted meats and rich pasta sauces, and there is nothing wrong with any of those things, in my opinion, but it's kind of nice to be outside, getting a little more exercise maybe, and then you want that lighter, fresher food.
Now, I know that you are going to be delving in 3 different areas. So drinks, salads, desserts.
Yes, sir.
Paula Roy, where would you like to begin?
Well, we'll start with this delightful little drink, and this is great for cocktails or mocktails. So it's a syrup that I've made of ginger and mint and lemon, so I call it ginger mint lemonade, and it's just, it feels like health in a glass, as I say to people. So it's a concentrate, which means you need to dilute it with, I really like it with gin and tonic, for example. A lot of times people think of soda water when they're thinking about mocktails, but tonic is a really nice option instead. So with this syrup, and then gin is optional. Delicious but optional, I'll say.
Yeah.
And we'll just have a little
There's no gin in here at all, right?
Sadly, no.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. We didn't have to mix it or anything like that?
It's kind of self-mixing.
Okay. All right. Oh, yeah.
Isn't that delicious?
That is the taste of nice weather, sunshine.
Yeah, and I find it so flavorful, I actually don't even miss the booze because it's just got so much going on already.
You wouldn't lie on Daytime Ottawa, would you?
Anyone out there who knows me, if I say that, it's got to be true.
So how long does it take to create a creation like this?
To make the bottle of syrup, it takes about 15 minutes. You can let it steep for up to 30 minutes if you want, and then you can keep it in the fridge for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then just, you know, serve it as required. Yeah. So really handy.
ConstantlyCooking.com, of course, the website.
That's right, for that recipe.
For
so
all
then,
your recipes.
This one is actually special to the new issue of Ottawa at Home magazine, which you can see here, and it's a beautiful salad made with freaky. And I know you're thinking, what is freaky? Freaky. It is, yeah, it's very similar to bulgur. It's wheat, and it's a cracked green wheat. So you can smell it. It's kind of got a nutty, toasty sort of aroma.
Okay, sure.
Super nutritious, so really, really helpful. If you wanted a gluten-free option, you could make the same salad with quinoa, for example. But it's just all about packing all these flavors of the season into it. So we've cooked the grain in orange juice with a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper. And I'm going to have you dump in the sautéed vegetables. So we have asparagus and red peppers and peas.
Okay, so you said orange juice? Because that seems pretty unique.
I know, it's a little unusual, but it just gives the grain so much more flavor than if you cook it in water. And I chose that instead of chicken stock because I wanted it to be a vegan option. And then we've got some orange segments here. These are nice Cara oranges that are super colorful and bright. And then we're going to add in some green onions. And some pecans. And
for texture, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's nice to have the crunch. So we've got all the colors going on in the crunch, and then you want to finish it. You don't have to make a salad dressing because the grains are already nicely dressed with flavor. So this is a premium olive oil by Oleva. It's a new product, and it's really got a peppery taste. So it's a nice counterpoint to the sweetness of the orange flavor that's predominating. So you just kind of put a drizzle of that on top, and then give it a little bit of a stir. And this is great because it's vegan, super for taking to picnics or whatever, because you don't have to worry about refrigerating it. And it would be keep in the fridge probably for a couple of days. I'll just try and make sure you get a little bit of everything in the bowl. And you can garnish it with fresh herbs if you want. And it's another one of those things that tastes like health to me.
Yes. Whoa, I almost said there's no gin once again?
No gin in the salad either. No, but you could probably add some in. I don't think it would be a problem.
Knocking things over here, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I love it because it's very light tasting, and you know it's healthy.
And it's actually nice and filling because of the grain. So grain salads are a great thing to think about for this time of year because they're satisfying, but they don't feel heavy in your belly. I
love when you're on the show because not only do you feed me, I could just eat the whole time. You're a TV host as it is. You could just take over.
Well, I don't know. I think we make a good team. I think better together would be our good little motto. There we go.
Okay.
So that's just one of the recipes that's in Ottawa at Home. And then the last thing I have for you is a decadent and delightful s'mores brownie.
Okay, so we're going from healthy to not so much?
Well, I'm thinking campfires, right? At this time of year, I wish that I could start sitting around the campfire, but it's too early and there's a fire ban on anyway. So what I've done is we've got the graham cracker crust on the bottom, then we've got nice gooey brownie batter in the middle with dark chocolate chips and salted caramel chips.
Wow.
And then marshmallows go on top, and you just pop, you bake the crust first, then put the brownies and marshmallows on, pop it in the oven for 20 minutes, and the marshmallows get all toasted as it bakes. And so they come out looking like little s'mores, but they're just tiny and perfect and delicious.
Okay. So how do you make the crust?
Graham crackers mixed with brown sugar and melted butter.
Just
and then
as
you
simple as that?
Yeah, and just pack it in the pan and bake it while you make the brownie batter, dump that on top, sprinkle the marshmallows on top, that's it.
Any special ingredient to the mixture in the middle?
Just those salted caramel baking chips.
Simple
That's all, just a standard brownie.
I'm just trying to see, because I know you have some recipes you probably don't tell people about.
No, it's pretty much, it's tell-all on the blog.
Really?
Absolutely. Constantly Cooking is my food life laid bare for the whole wide world. So this, again, is at constantlycooking.com. And my family, this is on repeat. I can't stop making them because they're they open the cupboard. Where are the brownies?
I have to eat the whole thing too, Paula, because it's stuck to my fingers
now. Well, there you go.
And it would be rude to not. You know, when a chef is on the show, you can't not eat their food.
If you do, it's not a good sign. It's really not a good sign. So I appreciate you making the effort for me.
Thank you.
So think about spring flavors. Think about your pasta dish. Instead of a heavy meat sauce, maybe just a nice light cream and lemon sauce with some broccoli and chicken thrown in there. There's lots of different ways to lighten things up for this time of year, and your body will thank you, and your taste buds too.
Well, I always thank you. When we go back to the salad, what is the major health benefit to that salad? What would be the most healthy part of that?
The green wheat is low on the glycemic index, which means it's really, I don't know the exact proper nutritional term, but it's very easily digested for your body. So you get all the nutrition out of it, but it doesn't linger and give you that sort of carb crash that you might get with, say, a pasta salad, for example.
Yeah.
And then, of course, with all the vegetables and fruit in there, you're just packing in all your servings of vegetables that you need for that meal.
Which is always nice and light, too. Okay, so when it comes to drinks, I mean, how many drink recipes would you say that you have at your website? There's
probably about 25 or 30. So I've got a really nice rhubarb one that's coming up really soon.
Rhubarb?
Yeah.
Now, is that something that people don't traditionally drink?
In Nova Scotia, they do.
Rhubarb
actually.
drinks.
Yeah, rhubarb is really common in diners. You'll find like a rhubarb punch on menus, and I grew up drinking it and really, really like it. Cranberry syrup, but like a cranberry cinnamon thing, which is really nice over the holidays. I did a celery syrup to make celery gin fizzes. Delicious.
Oh, wow.
So my approach is I kind of look at everything in the kitchen that I haven't seen other people making drinks with yet, and I jump on it.
Is gin your favorite drink of choice? Because you've mentioned that many times during the segment.
I think so. Angava gin, which is Canadian made with like Labrador tea and all sorts of great little ingredients. I love that one. So that's a favorite.
That's wonderful.
A favorite.
All right, constantlycooking.com. Paula Roy, thank you as always for being here in Daytime Ottawa.
Thank you.
Tasty times, and we love every second of it. More Daytime coming up in moments.